What's up, guys? Welcome back to the stream. Welcome to Premier Virtual Racing Academy. Onboard F1 Live Drive. So today we're just gonna do some laps around Spa. We're gonna jump into a race just to have a little bit of fun. What I try and do here is I try and drive the Formula VRC, Formula Alpha 2025 car to the best of my ability, and I hope you guys can enjoy it. I had some family over, so I had the settings, out to what do you call it? To gamer mode. I gotta jump back into pro mode. Sorry about that. hmm Gotta love that McLaren livery. So I'm just gonna do a few laps here. Like I said, I have a baseline setup that I grabbed from a guy who made a setup for Baku, and the setup was so good that I just said, you know what, I'm just gonna make it my baseline. Um, as I go track from track, I'm gonna have to put on my little tweaks to it. So we'll see how that goes. But I love this setup. So like I said, we're in the 2025 version of the Formula Alpha from Virtual Racing Cars. This is my favorite mod so far. Pure F1. It has all of the different customizations. Well, I don't know about all of, because Formula One is so in depth, but it has some really good customization or customizing parts. 100-meter board, drop down in the third gear. Try to stay wide to get a. Later on, we can do a flat out on that corner, but not right now. Our tires are very cold, and we don't want to waste our time. I believe this is a lift off and a downshift. As the tires heat up, it'll be just a lift off. Fourth gear. Try to hit this apex, because this one is where you want to be able to kind of get on the throttle. And of course, you just take the shortest line possible. You gotta be very sensitive on the throttle in this final corner. I can't flat out it yet. Let the aerodynamics take you around that corner, boy. Ooh, that is a nice, satisfying. Uh-oh. Woo, nice catch, huh? Fourth gear. I missed my apex, so I can't get my exit like I want to into the out of the second corner in that little series. Anyway, just ran a little bit wide. All right, so we pretty much got the lines that we want to run. So I'm gonna jump into a race. I'm gonna jump into a race now so I can get this party started. If you just joining my stream tonight, we're just going over. Um, we're gonna do a few race laps of Spa. I want to pretty much get ready for this 2026 season. I'm driving the Formula Alpha from Virtual Racing Cars, and we're getting hyped for their 2026 version. So that's gonna be cool. And they started me all the way in the front. And I don't like to be started up in the front, so I'm gonna just restart it. I like to work for a little bit, you know. Work on your racecraft. Work on your defense. All right, let's see what they where they got us now. 16. I couldn't ask for worse. Now I'm all the way in the back. Totally forgot my tune, but it's all good. Uh-oh. Hold on. All right, I think we're gonna do great. All right, clutch paddles in. Waiting for green. One clutch paddle is out. Try not to ever go three wide. I just give it to him. I got a little bit of damage on my front wing. It scared me into making a mistake. Oh, dude. It's my bad, guys. Had to make a quick change. I'm dropping some serious FPS right now. Like, hey, Natty, what's going on? Thank you for watching. PM, thanks for watching, man. Trying to get my FPS issues right. All right, that looks a little bit better. Sheesh. Right? That's hard charge. Nah, we're not gonna go down the inside. We're not gonna be a turn one hero. Gotta take it easy because we're still on fresh tires. And another thing, you're not going deep into the braking zone yet until your brakes warm up. Yeah, this mod is that real. So I think it's best to just let the grid stretch out a little bit before you start to try and like attack. I was a little bit late on that brake. Got the rocket ship. Okay. Ah, track limit warning. I had to overshoot it because that's so annoying. I hate being the ghetto one. Ah. All right, let's try this again. HQ was crazy, man. So he's referring to our trip over the weekend to HQ Racing. It's a racing track out in Peekskill, New York. It was awesome, man. It was a fast track, very fast, very technical. Um I didn't put it all together in my mind until about my last race. And I tell you where I was making my mistakes so you can not make yours. I was lifting off too much. Like if I could give you any advice, I wouldn't lift off, but I mean a half inch, quarter inch, half to a quarter inch of a pedal, you know. That's my advice. Ah, but I had a blast with the whole Carding with Friends team. You guys are awesome, man. It's like very very nice, very humble group of guys, just racing fans that just want to go for it every once in a while. So I'll be joining them a couple events, in the future, man. Try to get a good thing going. Oh my gosh. I felt like I was gonna overshoot this breaking point. Ah, I missed the apex. Yeah, RPM, but I mean RMP. Sorry. The the track is grippy. It's brand new, so it's just like, man, your car is gonna make it through those corners, man. It's no if, ands, or buts about it. The qualifying to go to the pro karts is 59.9. And as I'm saying, like I was saying, like I had a little bit of a struggle. I did 3 races, so in the first 2 races, I got a 101. Um, it's all good. I was just trying to figure out the techniques. Turn by turn, you gotta kind of like know your corner flow, like your race line, and on top of that, you gotta learn what the cart can do versus what it can't do as far as how does it grip, does it slide at all, and it's just so many different things you have to learn in the beginning. But once I put it all together, I ran a 58.1 on my third race. So like I said, my issue I found was that I was coming off the throttle just too much. I'm going slow in these corners, man. Downshifting too low. All right. Had a bit of a crash earlier, man. It just threw me off my rhythm. I drive with 100% force feedback. So if y'all see my wheel, really going off, just know that I'm holding on for dear life. Uh-oh. Did I do a nice move? Down into turn one. Nope, I didn't. I made a fool of myself. Ah! That guy hated on me, man. That's so annoying. You guys have patience with me, alright? I'm no alien driver. I don't know what you guys are used to doing. I always tell people I'm like the most human driver, yo. Like Charles Leclerc. Remember when Charles Leclerc would be like leading the race and he'll just like spin out? That happens from time to time. So we're gonna not be a turn one hero this time. If I gotta let a couple people pass me, then it's fine. Oh yeah, man. There's a couple of track guides on HQ's Instagram page, man. I mean, I don't think you'll have a problem. I know I see your content from time to time. I know you're not gonna have a problem. I think the pro kart time, Jonathan from Kart with Friends, he got his PB was 54, and I think the track record is like a 52. So it's amazing how some guys can squeeze out, some serious times like that, man. That's the track record. I think is a 52 something. A lot of sliding on my end. So if anybody knows anything about the um, Formula Alpha, there's no driving aids. This car is bare bones Formula One. As if you got the opportunity to test out a Formula One car. I think the learning curve is very convincing, like to what it would be in a real car. I think we'd all pretty much crash to our doom. Yeah, so in the junior cars, versus I haven't driven the pro car yet. I have to do it on my next visit. Um, However, it's a lot of it's a couple of late apexes more so, especially like turn one is a big late apex. I hit turn one in every possible line I could think of that I thought was fast, and I think the fastest line into turn one was a late apex. Kind of skipped the first one and nailed the second one. And it seems like that would be right for the pro card. So, but the cool thing about HQ Racing that I'm excited about is they're gonna as it gets warm they're gonna open up the outdoor track. They're gonna have both electric and gasoline cars, and the track is actually gonna be indoor outdoor hybrid. Oh, had to fight that. Keep that. We're not doing any times right now, man, to catch up. Like I'm just like barely holding on. I feel like my tires are. I'm fighting with this car, man. It's not tuned for this track, so too early. I think the qualifying is every time you come. So I think it's a matter of being a member. The staff member told me because I thought that after the third race that I'd be able to like say if I wanted to do a fourth race, then I'd be able to jump into a pro car, but she mentioned like me having to be a member or something. It was something weird like that. So I'll find out, man. I'll find out some more information, man, because I want to go back. Did anybody hear any news about Lewis Hamilton starting a new race series? I don't know. Sometimes you get like fake news, and then sometimes you get real news. No problem, RBMP. Making up a little bit of time on the guy in front of us, so. I could definitely speed it up in this last corner, man. Oh my gosh. I've had so much trouble in the past with this final corner that I know that's where I take my hits to my lap time. I know I lose a couple of tenths in those corners. That little right left combination. It's very slow, and there's times where I've been I guess taking the car in too quick, and that little quick elevation change caused me to like spin out. Yes, they're all here. With 2 laps to go. It might be a tire issue, man. These guys are struggling. I had to be careful. I'm trying to think where those back markers or somebody was having some issues. I gotta slow down my entry, man. Jeez, that's where I'm going wrong. I think, yeah, it's good to know everybody, RMP. Like, or it's good to know someone everywhere, I should say. I think because you can get a little insight. Might get a little help. Sometimes they'll. I remember going to one. I don't want to say the name because I don't want to get the guys into any trouble. But I was I was on a field trip and I was running the junior cars with the kids on the field trip, and the guys kept seeing me like hit nail on my apexes, so they like turned my cart up in the middle of the session, man. It was like my cart woke up. Like it was just unbelievable, man. And all the kids like saw me flying by. They were screaming and yelling. They loved it because they didn't know the carts would go that fast. But yeah, those guys made me the hero that day. Yeah, those racing leagues, dude, are awesome. The junior leagues are good, and the adult leagues are good. They're very respectful folks, man. Very, very cool. They all have that racing background. Yeah, man. Great, great, great group of people, especially up at RPM. I think you know about that, And Stanford, they got a really good thing going on out there. And then you got other guys that are most likely going to replicate what they're trying to do. So be on the lookout. But I think I would love to do a league, but I'm occupied that those league nights. I'm in P2 on the last lap, guys. I'm sweating. I've given my all. Let's see if we could put an excellent lap together. This is a nail biter. Uh-oh. A little wide. Oh, come on. I don't know which Red Bull is in P1, honestly. I don't know if one is a back marker and he's just hating. Or I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Ah, New York. I did with the New York highway driving. That was funny. Right. Ah. All right, guys. It's gonna be a P1 for us. That was awesome. That was an awesome move, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, I've been overshooting my so like this is like a baseline setup from Baku. So as I'm driving, the car's like skipping all over the place because the suspension's not tuned right. Only thing I loved about the most important thing I loved about the tune was the handling. Like for some reason it tunes out, like you can feel it on the wheel a lot better. But yeah. So this tune doesn't feel right. So I'm thinking that this is the same car feel that or it's gonna perform the same way it did in Baku, but it doesn't. So all of my entry speeds are off, everything is off. But what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go to Baku because I think that that's where that setup is gonna thrive. Whew, I'm sweating, man. I do 7 lap races, just to pretty much keep a nice flow of things. Some tracks I perform better on than others. Yes, sir. Where you had? So you headed to RMP? You headed to HQ next, or what? I gotta try and get another day up there. Yeah, Mount Kisco. That's where I actually met quite a few people. So you should be familiar with Danny. He was the track manager up there. That guy is grade A as they come. Like he is awesome. I gotta load my setup. Fuel. Make sure I got enough fuel in this bad boy. I didn't know that. I didn't know it was gas. I had no idea. I found out about them so late. Oh, this is like butter. That's what I was saying. This tune was made for this track. Woo, just made that. It feels like I'm driving on like a hardwood floor. Like it's so smooth. So we made a nice move into turn one. So we're fighting for P1. I'm just letting my tires warm up. These tires are like blue, and I am not going to do it to myself. The tires are blue on the display, and you're waiting for them to turn. Waiting for them to turn green. That's how you know they're ready to go. Man, we're about 2 seconds behind this guy. I'm chasing this guy, man. Yeah, that's awesome, man. Yeah, listen, man. If you do you follow me on Instagram? If you do, I'm more active on Instagram as far as my messaging. So um, if you just send me a message, man, maybe one day we'll see each other, and be able to race. And I can try my best to keep up. I can go deep into this braking zone. I just usually choose not to because you'll end up in that wall very easy. We're in great position right now. Oh, we're in P1 for now, guys. Wow, you helped that, man. Yeah, that's sweet. That'd be so awesome. We got the opportunity to help develop the track. That is sick, and test out the electric cars. Ah, hit the wall. But that is cool, man. What was your feedback like? Like when you first started to drive the car versus when it was like perfected? Like what was the notable differences, if you don't mind? Oh, what am I doing? Oh my God, my race is done, dude. I don't even have a reverse button set, which is the pro model. You actually have a reverse button. Oh no, I'm looking at like it's like an optical illusion. I was supposed to make that left. See, I thought I was right there. I thought I was here, but I wasn't. I was all the way down here. I, this is where I was, so I'm like thinking that I was at that same corner. Like that's crazy. But I was supposed to make the right. See how I'm like confident on the apex too of what I thought was the corner? Nah. Whew. That's a lot. Boy, I'm sweating. That was crazy, man. We were in P1. Remember I told you I'm a human driver. It happens. All right, I'll look you up right when I get off. I I, I think I follow you on TikTok for some odd. I think I do. Can we take it? All right. Don't you dare try. This guy's really fighting me, man. In the worst part of the track, like, dude. Oh, he got cut off. There's no way. I'm by myself. Oh man, what happened? What happened, dude? Oh man, what was that like like that was some weird glitch, man. Wait a minute. They're not gonna do this to me, man. They're not gonna do this to me. That dude got knocked out. It wasn't my fault. And now all of a sudden I got a glitch. is a conspiracy theory, man. I don't see any cars. Oh, ah, force feedback. Gotta let it go sometimes. Yo, what is the deal? Y'all see this going on? I don't know what happened. I was doing so great, and that guy. Like I was not ready for that takeoff just now. I'm close enough though. I don't know what's going on, man. I'm like glitching now. I was fine a minute ago. Now I'm just glitching. All right, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna check that out right when we get off. This is crazy. I'm like glitching like unbelievably. I'm just gonna jump out and then jump back in. Sorry, guys. All right, we're back. Yeah, for some odd reason, man, I was doing so well, and then I got knocked. I don't know. I think I was doing too well. Baseline. I'm trying to get my tune right. I'll check my fuel. Make sure you gotta make sure that your fuel is not so high because it'll make your car sluggish and everybody will be like passing you. We're gonna chase P1, man. We're going for it. But we're not gonna be sloppy about it. Let me just keep my line real quick. But we're just gonna work on our driving, see how far we can get. We started P14. Gotta be careful on these race starts, man. Don't you chrome in on me. There we go. Alright, guys. Listen up. Thank you guys for watching. I'm very tired. It was a really cool experience. Hope you guys like my new stream camera. I didn't know I had it. The capability of doing it with this camera. If you like some of my videos were shot with this camera. So um, but I didn't know it had streaming capability until like yesterday. So um, I hope it looked really pro. If you guys like what you saw today, just hit the like button, subscribe. You can do all that good stuff that'll help me out. All right. I will see you guys on here again shortly.